Welcome back to Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Lauren Baker, and today we are honored to be with Gwen Morris, who's running for the 23rd Assembly District. Welcome, Gwen.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here so much. Tell us a little bit about why you are running and what your goals are for your campaign.
Oh, first of all, glad to be here, and thank you for having me on the show.
Absolutely.
Well, I was born and raised in Fresno. I tell people I'm a Valley girl.
I love it.
I am. I'm a Valley girl, and it kind of shocks me because this is not the image of a Valley girl, but I am a Valley girl, born and
Yes.
raised here.
Better image.
That's all, an image. Born and raised in the San Joaquin Valley. You know, I really like to, tell the story of being one of the first summer youth employment students in 1966 and 67 when they had special projects to hire youth, and I was one of those youth because at the time I was in the pepper fields. And so I was very happy to come out of the pepper field and start working in community work. You know?
I imagine so.
Absolutely, 15 years old. We didn't care where we got the money. We had to go to work one way or another. So
Absolutely.
it was great for the projects. But raised here in Fresno, graduate of Bullard High School.
Oh, me too.
Are you a graduate of Bullard?
Absolutely.
See? I knew we had that. Bullard High School. Go Knights.
Exactly.
Right, go Knights. So Bullard High School and Fresno State back in the day, now California State University, Fresno, with a degree in criminology. I always thought I wanted to be a police officer. Matter of fact, I told Chief Dyer not too long ago, I always thought I'd have your job. But anyway, it didn't turn out that way. But I've lived in this valley most of my life, and I would think I've been a contributor, raised my family here. Now it was time to retire, and I had to make a decision as to what I wanted to do for the other part of my life.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and having served in many capacities on boards and commissions throughout the city, Housing Community Development Commission, chaired that for about 6 years or so, and I'm saying, now what's next? Well, the next thing is to really look around, and I'm saying, you know, the leadership, not only across this nation, but also in this valley, could stand a little change, a little transition.
Absolutely.
And so I want to be a contributor. I want to be a support of that. So I'm the party of Lincoln, and I like to say we the people. You know, we the people of the San Joaquin Valley have a message to say in terms of what the leadership is going to be about and what it is about. And so it has spurred me to say for the next 8 years or so, here I am, Gwen to win, 23rd, 2016.
I love it, Gwen to win. Sketching is going to happen.
Yeah, it is going to happen. I mean, it just worked. I mean, you couldn't get any more than that. And then we look at the issues in the valley. We know that water across this state is major. You know, we're the largest agricultural district in the world, and I used to brag about that so often. You know, and the thought that we would not have enough water to support our economy is just unbelievable.
I know.
And so we've got to do a better job of actually speaking with the rest of the legislation throughout this state and being better represented when it comes to the issues of this state. We can, transportation throughout this valley grew up on 99, you know, going from one end of 99 to the other. And we know that there's some issues in terms of transportation and how we get around this state. Not only, you know, we can talk about also kind of jumping a little bit, but when I think about getting around, I think about Fresno Airport and how, like that, yeah, Fresno Airport and how a lot of our community drives to other communities in order to fly out and what that really has on the impact of our economy.
Yeah.
Education in this valley. We know that we're one of the poorest valleys in the nation, not necessarily just the state. And how are we resolving some of those issues? I'm going to be a part of some of those solutions from a policy position. And that's what the 23rd is all about.
Absolutely. Do you have any events coming up that we should know about?
Well, right now we're getting ready to actually launch our first, I shouldn't say our first, but as we prepare for the June 7th election, you know, there will be some fundraisers and activities that are taking place. You know, we're out at 2491 Alluvial, and so folks, every day is an event. Every day is an opportunity for you to come and phone banking or walk the streets with us, and I like that term, walk the streets with us, but we say hi as we go. So every day is opportunity. Every day is opportunity for donation.
That's very true. You shouldn't have to always wait to get involved with something. You can do it any time then.
That's right. What I like to also talk, folks say, well, where are you speaking? I'm speaking now. I speak to one person, I speak to two, I speak to three, I speak to 500. Again, every time we touch someone, it's opportunity to tell our story about this valley and what we believe can really happen in this valley through different leadership.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What are the issues that speak to you the most as far as what you're hoping to change?
Well, if I really, really have to dwell into those, it's always education. Because
Sure.
education is what's going to set the standards for the rest of our lives in terms of how well our family strives, how well our community strives, how well our nation strives. And right now we have a huge gap in education. I believe that part of the gap is caused by some policies that we have not necessarily looked at. And when we do look at them, we change over and over and over. But there's some basics that we know our children need. And that is they need to be reading by third grade.
Yeah.
They need to be reading by third grade. They need to be reading by third grade. And their families need to be able to sustain themselves.
Yeah.
So the economy needs to be strong enough to build strong, healthy families, that build strong, healthy neighborhoods, that build strong, healthy communities.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so it's education. And that education can also be vocational, because not everybody is going to college.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got to do some different kinds of training and open up our valley wider for folks to have opportunities. And we have to close the gap that is really keeping our folks from being economically and physically sustainable. Because we have mental health issues. These mental health issues that have led to high crime rates within our valley. It's not just Prop 47 and those issues that relate around Prop 47. This is how we're building families.
Yeah.
That's what's happening in our valley.
Now, why should a Fresnan vote for you as opposed to your competition?
What competition? There's no such thing.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, there's no such thing as competition. We compete against ourselves.
True. Wow.
And the reason that someone should vote for me is because I represent the people of this valley. I really represent the people of this valley. And we've had some leadership in place over the last 8 years, but have we progressed? And if we have not, if we ask ourselves that question, and we put a community benchmark against it, and we have not advanced and the gap has not closed, that's why a vote for Gwen 2016 to win the 23rd. That's why you should vote for me. And I do represent the people of this valley, and I've done everything there is to do in this valley in terms of experience. And so I bring a 65-year-old to the table that says, this is my valley too, and we the people of the San Joaquin Valley have a different kind of message and a different kind of leadership team that will be leading us in Sacramento over the next couple of years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Translated, been there, done that.
That was good. Yeah, I like that. I'll have to use that one. But if I'm not careful, then people see that and they say, oh, really? Yeah, but I've raised my family here. I've got grandchildren here.
Yeah.
And so yeah, very much so. And I can do this now. I don't have the strain because I am retired, so I'm not so much restricted by jobs or professions.
Yeah, you're ready for it.
I am ready for it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How can community members reach out to you if they're watching and like, I want to vote for her, I want to help her win? Like, how can they be involved with you?
Again, my website and my email, Gwen, the number 2, Win, 23rd, 2016. That's right. It's on your screen right now. And my phone, 559-549-3683. Look at the screen. Give me a call. 24/7, actually. That's okay with me because we're in this for the long haul. Looking forward to serving with the people of this valley.
Absolutely. Fresno's a great place for families and
Fresno's
whatnot.
a wonderful place for families, and we've got to keep it that way.
Yes.
And we've got to build healthier teams representing us, that we get more wins than we do losses.
Absolutely. And I don't know about you, but I've noticed over the years that people in Fresno are becoming a lot more passionate about their city and their town. Like, there seems to be an influx of people that are really proud of this town, and I think you're running at a really pivotal time when there are people that are really interested in where the city goes, and I think that's great that you're doing it.
Thank you, and I think you are absolutely right. There was a time period where I was kind of concerned, but the youth, the young leadership in this valley is really emerging, and they're doing a great job. I actually want to be a part of that. We want to work with the young folks because that's transition.
Yeah.
That is absolutely transition, and the ability to open more doors for more folks to get through those doors.
Absolutely.
And this valley is prime for it. Yeah, yeah. I'm excited about what's happening with the younger folks. And I say that, young folks representing those of you who are under 50. You know, really, under 50, I'm good to go. Matter of fact, we could use you working on our team. So, again, Gwen to Win, 23rd, 2016.
I love it. It's so catchy. It's the best.
It is. We can use you. I'm looking forward to meeting and greeting folks all along the campaign trail and after. Folks who have issues that they don't believe have been heard. Send those issues to us. Let us hear them. Let's talk about it.
Absolutely,
Let's
that's
see
important.
If we can change. Absolutely.
It's really important for people to know that you want to hear what they're worried about or concerned about.
That's
you
right.
need to know that someone's willing to listen, and I think that makes you a wonderful candidate.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. We are so honored and thrilled to have you here with us today on Central Valley Business. I want to thank you personally for being here and sharing with us your plans for our city, and I think they're great. I think they're great.
Thank you, and hopefully you'll have me back and we can really delve into some of those issues.
Oh, we'd love to have you back.
Particularly those around education.
Absolutely.
And the crime rates that are taking place. Criminology is my background, so I am very interested in what's happening.
Absolutely.
Along
We
those
would
lines.
love to have you back and discuss more of this with you for sure.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for being here. Stay
Thank
right
you.
here. We'll be back on Central Valley Business.